Today is July 29th, and this was just posted about 41 minutes ago. Please watch this.
All right, this is a Fox News alert. A massive 8.7 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Russia has now issued tsunami advisories and watches, including Japan, Hawaii, the entire west coast of the U.S. This could be one of the top 10 earthquakes ever recorded. Joining us now from Fox Weather is Steve Bender is with us. Steve, 8.7, that puts it in the top 10. That means these tsunami warnings and advisories are very real.
Sean, this is massive. And you had just mentioned Japan's impacted by this. The U.S. Embassy in Tokyo has already been told evacuate and get to higher ground. And this was just off the coast of Russia, as you had mentioned, only 8 miles from the coast of Kamchatka, Russia. And so we've already seen on social media the waves that are pushing in towards Russia. For Japan, they're expecting 9-foot waves to impact the islands. As we look at the Aleutian Islands there, south of Alaska and the peninsula, tsunami warnings for the western edge of that because of the proximity to the earthquake. We get down into Hawaii, they are also in a tsunami warning. This has been a confirmed wave that is moving in, likely to make impact just after 7:15 local time. The Oahu Emergency Management said, this is what you got to do. You got to get to at least a 10-story building and get to 4 floors or above that. So people are seeking higher ground right now. You look at the west coast of the lower 48, everyone is under a tsunami watch right now for the Pacific Northwest. Washington and Oregon, arrival time 11:40 p.m. local time for that initial wave, down towards Northern California, San Francisco, and those areas around the Bay. About 12:30, midnight, that's when you're looking at that potential wave, and then Southern California right after 1 a.m. So when we're looking at this, it is expecting flooding along those coastal areas. You got to gain elevation for spots like California. It is a steep slope, but other areas are vulnerable. Also, I do want to mention, Sean, we have Guam, of course, a massive military base. They are also in this as well with a warning. So major concern, aftershocks just coming in at 6.8 and 6.3. So the magnitudes, even on the aftershocks, are massive. As you had said right off the top, this could be a top 10 strength ever. This is preliminary right now at 8.7. But either way, if you're under an advisory, a watch, or a warning, it is important that you are getting to higher ground because you're not going to see it. This is coming in overnight, and that wave energy is going to slam the coast. So right now, Sean, we're efforting to get some guests. I talked with the state seismologist out of Alaska just earlier this month when they had large earthquakes. He said this is the most active region in the entire world, and now we're seeing this major earthquake unfold. 2 a.m. local time off the coast of Russia, and the ripple effects continue on in the hours ahead.
All right, Steve, let me be very clear. If you're watching the show tonight and you're in Alaska, if you're in California, if you're in Guam, maybe you're watching from Japan, I would tell everybody they better be listening and they better be paying attention. You have mere hours to get to significantly higher ground. Fair statement?
Fair statement, especially when you're mentioning Japan. I mean, when we talk about the strength of this one, the last time we had seen anything at an 8.7 or greater was back in Japan in 2011. So we haven't seen anything like this in over a decade. And as you had mentioned, this is coming in overnight. You're not going to see that wave energy, that water coming in. Get to higher ground and lead to the warnings. Listen to them and start moving now.
And people, if you're in areas where you might be impacted by this, call your friends, call your relatives, or if you have relatives in these areas.
It's so crazy because there was a guy who I'm about to post who prophesied that this would happen. And it's so important to heed the warnings of the Holy Spirit when he's speaking to you directly or when he's using someone to speak to you. And this is why it's so important in this time to have a personal relationship with God, because he will expose the truth. He will help you to rightfully divide the truth. It's time to really tap in because you have to be navigated by the Holy Spirit, because there's a lot going on and you don't want to be caught and be a casualty in the midst of God's judgment. In order to be protected and covered, you have to spend time with God so you can be able to hear from him and you can know what is truth and be able to be in his safety. So I pray that God covers those who are in these areas, and I pray God's safety and protection for those who may not be able to leave.
4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas Fault?
Yeah.
It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California, and that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California, and on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro. You feel me? So I'm out here fighting for y'all, bro.
We'll survive together, man.
But they've been saying it for hundreds of years. But every day we're a step closer.
You know, every day the earth is always shifting.
Absolutely. So you get what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, 4 months ago, he sent me a vision.
Hey, together we're gonna survive it.
Absolutely. Believe that, brother.